loved one been diagnosed with non-tuberculosis mycobacterium? If so, you may be entitled to antibiotic compensation. I'm Karen W. Biotics, and I'm here to fight for you. Non-tuberculosis bacterium affects 12 to 18,000 people a year, and those are just the diagnosis. NTM is caused by bacteria in the environment, and you're especially at risk if you're of old age, if you have a genetic disease or a lung disease, if you have an immunocompromised system, or if you've previously had tuberculosis. NTM can be slow, intermediate, or rapid growing bacteria. Let's hear a few testimonies from my previous clients.
Mycobacterium got in my aquarium, and now Spike and Fluffy are dead. I was so lonely after my breakup with Tony. He's such a jerk. So I got them from PetSmart. A few days later, I saw them floating at the top of their fishbowl, so I decided to take them to the vet when I found lesions on them. When I went to the vet, they told me that Mycobacterium marinum can infect fish and cause sudden death. I was told that it's a slow-growing mycobacterium species and can unfortunately also infect humans who are immunocompromised, but thankfully infections are not common. Apparently you can get it if you have a cut on your skin or an abrasion and you come in contact with a contaminated wet environment. The most common form is known to cause granulomas on the skin or dark lesions in humans. It even put me at risk. Now I take extreme care before cleaning my aquarium. I called Ntm Rx Law to get my compensation.
When my grandma got sick, I knew something was wrong, but I could have never guessed the culprit.
I had a really bad fever, and I remember a cough that was just so bad. I mean, I have COPD, but it was so bad.
She was even coughing up blood.
I was short of breath. I remember even when I slept, I would wake up in the middle of the night sweating. But I think the worst of it all was I would cook so much delicious food, but would not even be able to eat it.
We finally went to the doctor, and he told her that she had a respiratory tract infection.
At first, the doctor didn't know what it was, but then he did a chest x-ray. Do you know what the scan was called?
CT scan.
A CT scan and a culture. It's not blood.
Sputum.
Sputum culture, that one, yes. So many tests, but he finally found it.
Yeah, they were able to narrow it down to non-tuberculosis mycobacterium. But get this, there's like over 150 species of mycobacterium, but they finally decided it was Mycobacterium abscessus.
Of all the things that could get me, it got me because I'm old and honestly frail, but also I love gardening. And apparently, you can get exposed by inhaling it from the soil.
What is this? It's nothing.
How sad is that?
Yeah, and I mean, we didn't know what to do.
And then we found Ntm Rx Law. And we got compensated. Give me a hug, Maddie. Come on, it's not contagious. Give your grandma a hug.
When my loved one got sick, we thought it was just his HIV getting worse. We knew he had a low CD4 count and even under 50, but we didn't know what was getting him so sick. He had fever, chills, fatigue, and weight loss. The doctors ran so many tests, and it turns out that it was Mycobacterium avium, which turns out is an opportunistic infection that those who are HIV positive are at a higher risk to getting. I knew I had to call Ntm Rx Law to fight for my family.
If you feel like you or a loved one has been affected by NTM, call me, Karen W. Biotics, at Ntm Rx Law, as you may be entitled to a lifetime compensation of antibiotics. We have the antibiotics for you. I'm Karen W. Biotics, and I will fight for you. Call Ntm Rx Law at 1-800-222-3333. Or rapid acting bacterium. Wow, you distracted me.
He was
Having weight loss.
I started off so good.
Sorry.
Skin, and then a culture. It wasn't blood.
Septum.
Sputum. Sputum culture.
Your brother has HIV. Stop laughing.
The gravy.
Hold the gravy, y'all.